Hello, welcome to Super Radish and welcome to a Super Famicom pickup special again. So this time I've got a few games and another bit that I will show at the end, all Super Famicom related, and I mostly got some bargains, but I had some rum one night and bidded on loads of stuff, and fortunately I didn't win everything because I'd have been completely broke if I won everything. But yeah, the insanity part was when you can put on eBay, you can put the sort of maximum bid. Some of them were horrific. Luckily it didn't come to a major kind of, well, one of them did, you'll see later on. Anyway, I'm talking nonsense. Big thank you to all those who comment and like and subscribe. Really appreciate it. It does give a little bit of kind of just that kind of incentive to keep doing videos, which I'm really enjoying again, because I'm just doing pickups and playing the odd game, just working for me. Yeah, so thank you very much, guys. Really appreciate it. Get into the games. The first one is I'd never heard of this, but it's Nigel Mansell's F1 Challenge, and yeah, look at his tash. I have no idea if this is any good, but I'm quite excited to give it a go. And yeah, can't beat old Mansell, and quite like F1 games, to be fair. So the box is in pristine condition. It's really, really nice. There's no manual. The cart looks pretty much new. I'm guessing whoever had this never wasn't a Nigel Mansell fan and never played a huge amount of it. But yeah, so yeah, the box literally mint. So yeah, I need to get a Retron at some point so I can play Super Famicom on my main telly. And I can play Nigel Mansell then. And I'm looking forward to it. Next up, Nigel Mansell was like a £5, so it was well worth it just for the cardboard, just for the fact it's got the man himself on the cover. But next up, we've got, I don't know. There we go, Super Bomberman. I think it's W. This isn't your traditional Super Bomberman game. I believe it is a puzzle game. Looks like some sort of Puyo Puyo or columns or something. Box has seen better days, but look at the artwork. It's absolutely gorgeous artwork. I love it. I love Super Bomberman. I played loads of it on Super Nintendo, and now this unfortunately is also no manual. Again, this is probably why this was dirt cheap, but a cool car. Again, looks pretty sort of new. Yeah, looking forward to giving it a whirl. I don't know how accessible that is for a non-Japanese speaking person, but I'm willing to give it a go, and maybe it is just fairly straightforward. So yeah, Super Bomberman W, that's what I'm calling it. I don't actually know if that's the name. Next up was a small bundle of 2 games, and from the same series. And we'll go with number 1, because this is the most boring box, but I think probably the best game of the 2. And this is Kirby Super Deluxe, I believe. And yeah, for a Super Famicom game, that is quite boring. I don't know how well you can see that. Let's see if we can get that in focus. Yeah, quite a boring box, isn't it? It's like, I don't know, it's just the wood effect, I think they weren't having their best day when they did that box. Still got the yen. It was 5,980 yen. Whenever that was, I don't know. And I don't know how much that is. I can barely work out pounds. But this one is complete. So we've got the lovely manual. Very nice. Not jizzed on, so it's not all stuck together. That's wonderful. Oh, I love manuals. I really do. Yeah, so that's all there. Cart looks in decent condition. There's the cart as well. Lovely. And yeah, I really do want to give this a whirl. I do. I love Kirby games. Massive fan. And it's got this little card on the moves for Kirby. Look at that. That's a nice touch, I will say. Can't read it, but I can work out the button prompts and the little, yeah, I kind of think it shows you what it does. I'm sure I'd work it out with Kirby. Eat people, change into things, or just sort of turn them into a fireball or something. So that's good. And then as part of that bundle, we have got, I think it's Kirby Dreamworld something 3. It's Kirby 3. And this box is a bit nice. I like that box. That's funky. And there we go. This one was cheaper at 4,500 yen. So a bargain, this one. And yeah, look at the little characters on the back there. How cool is that? Very nice. So I think the reason I was drunk when I bidded on this. I don't try and make a habit out of doing that. I didn't know this was in there. I'll show you in a, I have had a look at this. This is my 3rd attempt at making this video. Every time I do it, something goes wrong. First time the mic broke. The second time I forgot to press record, and I've just left it another night. So this is a night on because I just got fed up. So we got the manual. So hopefully this is the 3rd time lucky. There we go. Beautiful manual. A really nice manual. That is cool. God damn, I love this Super Famicom stuff. Sometimes I just wish I could go back and enjoy it all again in its heyday, but I can still enjoy it now. And there's the cart. Now this is one of my favorite carts of all time. It's got that like holographic kind of shiny foil thing. I don't know if you can see how well you can see it with the camera just on there around the Kirby. That is beautiful. That the minute I saw that made my day. I absolutely loved it. That is cool. So yeah, it's a complete Kirby with also this little leaflet on how not to lick your plugs, and don't put anything in there. But this is, oh yes, this is a sticker which has been left. Nobody stuck it on anything. And it's again the shiny hollow. That is beautiful. That I didn't see this the first time. It was hidden in the box. It was stuck at the bottom. And honestly, sometimes it's just the simplest things bring so much joy, and I love that. Absolutely adore that. That is awesome. Yeah. So that bundle, I got super lucky. I put a maximum bid of 50 quid, which is probably a bit much. I got it for under £20, so they were under £10 each. I personally think that is a bargain. And looking at, I think they'd probably easily go for £20 each with that sticker and stuff. I don't know if it's worth even more, but I wanted the games. I know I can play those in whether they're in Japanese, English, Welsh, anything. I can just play them. I mean, I can speak Welsh and English, but not Japanese. So they're the platformers. That's what we want, isn't it? You can play those easily and make your way around it, no matter what. So yeah, that was the first bundle I bought. There was a second bundle, which was a bit more expensive. This is where I put a maximum bid of £160, which would have been bad had it have gone through, but it didn't get that far. And sometimes when you do a mistake, I believe you've dug that hole, you gotta jump in there and just accept your fate. And I did, and I just didn't look at it until about an hour after it ended. And it wasn't too bad. It was, yeah, any higher I think I would have been crying. It's probably about the right price for them ish, but we'll see. I don't know. I'll show you what it is. Mega Man or Rockman X. So it's Mega Man. Now, I believe the X ones are quite popular. I could be wrong. I could be talking shite. But I haven't played Mega Man. I rented Mega Man on the NES back in the day, and I found it hard, so I think I never went back to the series. So yeah, I've been meaning to play it. It's this and Wonder Boy are two series that I never really played a huge amount of, and I want to right that wrong. So whether or not I might get the Mega Man Legacy collections for PS4 for trophies and stuff, but I wanted to play this the original way. Obviously, NES would be the original way, but the X, I think I've read, is a good way, and the game itself does look awesome. I don't know how hard they are, but I'm sure I can manage at least some of it. And this box, in fairness, is not in the... Oh, that plastic does. Sorry about that. There's the cart. Beautiful cart. Just love the stickers. I'm easily pleased, I'll be honest with you. Easily pleased, easily distracted. Yeah, so that's the first part of the bundle. Does get a bit better from here in one sense. Mega Man X2, or Rockman X2 I should say. This is in slightly better condition, or is in much better condition really. The cardboard feels far more sturdy. And it's complete, this one, whereas the X one, it doesn't have the manual, but this one, I mean, slightly worn, but it's certainly not in bad condition. Let's have a look, you know, and I've had a little look at this manual already. It looks really nice. So my mission, yeah, this year we're going to play Mega Man. We're going to play Wonder Boy. And maybe finish some games. That would be a good goal. Yeah, I probably won't complete a few. I've completed, what have I completed this year? Monster Hunter Wilds. I think that's it. I'm near the end of Metaphor. And, yeah, one game. One's better than none, I suppose. I don't know if I showed the cart on that one. Another cool looking cart. Love it. Love it. And I know I sometimes buy and sell stuff, and I have this kind of like ADHD nature, and kind of stuff comes and goes. These Super Famicom is here to stay. I'm not selling a single game unless times get super hard. Yeah, so these are permanent collection, long-term goal. Like I said, Retron to play them easily on the TV, but also getting a Boxed Super Famicom long-term goal. Eventually have it all set up beautifully, all displayed lovely, and then Retron will probably be just easier for me to play on. And the last bit of that bundle is, of course, Rockman X3. And again, this one is in good condition, I would say. I mean, there's the odd bit of wear on there, but overall it's really good, and I'm happy. And I hope to God I like Mega Man, because I've got 3 of the bloody things now. I'm sure I will. I feel like I'm longing for games like that kind of shooting platformers. I haven't played any for so long, and I think something kind of keeping with the theme. It's got all the enemies in there. Yeah, so it's time for me to become a Mega Man fan, whether I want to or not. Where's the cart? I'd say Mega Man X2 is probably the best condition of all 3 of them. Oh, I fucking love Capcom. They are developing gods, and they still make great fucking stuff now, which not all developers can say. And that is it for the game. So that Mega Man X3 trilogy went for £88. So I'm averaging those. They're just under £30 each. It's probably the going rate for them. X1 isn't great. X2 and 3, they're probably worth the money. But if I end up playing them and enjoying them, it doesn't matter. £30 each a game. You could spend it on a lot worse, or buy drugs or crack or something with it, and don't do drugs, kids. And yeah, so those are the games. But I bought one more bit as well, and it is a book. And I've got this again second hand because I'm a cheap fucking skate. Super Famicom, the box art collection. This is, I think, £30 new. I got it for under 20 possibly. But being that I'm collecting the Super Famicom, there it is. Hoshi no Kirby 3. Look at that. Just randomly picked a page, and it's one of the games I've got in my picker. So I promise you, that is genuinely an act of Jeebus. Kirby again. Let's have a look. Let's see what. Oh, look at that. I can't see, so I'm hoping you can. Metal Bomber. NBA Jam. This book is awesome. I don't know, I'm covering my mouth super lest. Yeah, this book is absolutely beautiful. Well, I've had it for a week or two. I just keep going in and looking at a few pages and admiring the box art, because it's just box art with a little bit on the games, and yeah, I love it. Yeah, love it, and just adds to the Super Famicom collection. Yeah, so that's it, guys. So some Super Famicom stuff, and again, thank you for everyone for the, kind of the comments, the likes. It really does make a difference. I'll probably still do it anyway, but thank you, much appreciated. So yeah, stay awesome. Bye.